Hey friends, happy Tuesday evening. It is Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures. We are on the Junk and Craft Treasures page and on the Decoupage Central page for the IOD release today. So if you're watching this, you're most likely on replay. So hashtag replay, let us know that you were here today, guys. As you may have just heard me say, IOD released their new Christmas products today, and they are available over at decoupagecentral.com. And so I am gonna show you some of these projects today, and we're gonna do some projects as well. So as you're coming on, let me know that you're here. I haven't been live in a while on my page, and I'm excited to be here tonight. To have a wound care appointment today, so I may be off my game just a little bit tonight, but I know y'all will bear with me while we get through everything. Hello, Brenda. Hey, Nikki. How are you feeling, my friend? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, my friend. It has been a long day today, guys. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you, dear? Hey, Erin, good to see y'all. All right, so big question as we're letting some people jump on. Who has already shopped through my ambassador link and got some stuff over at Decoupage Central today for the new release? Hey, Monica. And who has seen the Santa that I posted earlier today? It is right back here on the shelf, guys. I love that guy. Hey, Tracy, how are you, my friend? All right, so I'm just going to jump into it because I do want to get a couple projects, or try to get a couple projects done tonight. Hello, Joyce Ann. Hey, Ann, how are you? So I'm not going to show y'all everything because I don't have everything yet, but I'm going to show y'all some of my favorites that I couldn't live without. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Luann. How are you, my friend? Good to see y'all tonight. So first off, we're going to start off with two of the stamp sets that I actually had to have. Tomorrow, appointment for your neck. I hope you get some answers, my friend. Okay, did I do these? Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you can see right here where my thumb is at is a stamp Santa that I did. So we have a right over here in the corners. Y'all give me some hearts if y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Hey Sue, hey Judy. So over here is an IOD mold. Right here is an IOD stamp. And right up here is an IOD transfer. Does that all make sense, guys? So I've got 3 different projects with 3 different types of mediums, which is really, really cool. Hey, Tina, thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, Marta. So over here where my thumb's at, the Santa is in this stamp set right here. It's called Christmas Wishes. And we've got our Santa candy canes. We've got our Santa face down at the bottom, angel, deer, tree. This stamp set is amazing, and we'll go over it another day, but it also comes with, what are they called? Oh, I just lost the word, y'all, or I wouldn't even have mentioned it. I lost it. I can't think of it. What is that word? Hey, sweetheart, I love you too. Hey, Holly. Somebody jump on and tell me the word that I'm looking for because I can't think of what it is. Masking, that's it. It comes with masking so you can layer your stamps and all of those things. So we will go over that on another night. Oh, awesome, Wendy. Good to hear that. Okay, so this is one must-have stamp set for sure with the mask, y'all. I couldn't think of the word mask to save my life there. And then this super cool set right here. Let's see, do I have it? So it has postcard, Christmas joy, all of these cool stamps, a little girl with the stamps. Hello, Jamie, how are you, my friend? Hey, Lisa, hey, Lessa. Yes, the mask, that's what I was looking for, Janelle. I could not say that word to save my life. So this is another must-have stamp set that I had to have, and we will definitely be doing some projects with that for the holidays. Okay, there are 4 or 5 transfer sets. Oh my goodness, Susan, I think you told me that the other day. How are you feeling, my friend? That sounds absolutely awful. So this is Partridge Lane, and it comes with all of these cool houses for Partridge Lane. Hey, Karen, how are you? And we've also, I'm just going to kind of go through it real quick. We've got some cool wreaths in here. Wreaths and greenery. We've got this set right here, which would look amazing on some rounds. And got like this little right here. So I love this set. There are actually 8 by 12 sheets. And where's the one that I wanted to, there's one that I wanted to show y'all in here. For sure. Pretty wreaths and designs. I said I'm not going to show y'all the whole thing, and then what do? I end up the one page probably. Okay, so right here we have our numbers, so we can make a really cool advent calendar. Hey Barbara, how are you, my friend? So like I said, there's many different sets. I've got Christmas. We're going to work on something out of the Clementine transfer set tonight. So some cool things there. And then y'all know I had to have the paint inlay. Had to get this paint inlay. I know it's backwards. Look at how pretty this is. This particular one, even though it is Christmas, the Le Foil, there's lots in here that's not Christmas as well to me. It's more of like winter. So see, we've got our flowers, we've got our wreath, we've got our little decorative pieces. I love this paint inlay. Look at these guys. Give me some hearts if you can see these being used from like maybe October through February. I can totally see that. More of year-round, if you're looking for year-round. And then we do have some more Christmas elements in it as well. So like I said, it is Christmas, but then we have the trees right here, and then we're back to the fun and decorative. So a lot of things in this paint inlay that are awesome that we'll be doing over the next couple weeks as well. I don't know if you can see this up here. It's going to be a riser. Hey Eva, how are you, my friend? It's going to be a riser, but for now it's decorative until I get the feet on it and do all of the things. Okay guys, so we've gone over my favorite stamps, my favorite paint inlay, one of my favorite transfer sets. I don't even know where to move all this, y'all. I'm gonna put it right here. Now we're gonna go over my favorite stamps. Hey Paula, hey Maggie, how are you? I am hanging in there. I had a wound appointment today. There was one pocket on my leg that would have like some stuff underneath it, so they had to go in, scrape it out, and kind of compress it to get all the yuck out. So it's kind of bothering me a little bit tonight, but we'll be okay. So we will be okay. Yes, hello Aline, how are you, my friend? Okay, so these right here are our little snow globes. See if I can grab one real quick. I did a clear resin on these and painted them, and then used the transfers from the transfer set that I just showed y'all. Look how cute those are. So those are our snow globes. I'm gonna knock that over, but that's okay. We'll just put that right back there for right now. Hey Kim, how are you, my friend? Hey Tammy. So these right here, snow globes, super cool. We have a church setting with some trees here, more trees, stars, snowflakes, squirrels, deer. It looks like a bunny. So all of the things that you can put onto your snow globe. So that's a must. You already know this one is a must, y'all. If y'all see anything on here, if you'll do an exclamation DC, exclamation DC as in Decoupage Central, it will take you to their page. If you see anything that you want, like transfer, mold, Santa mold, snow globes, comment down below. I will send you the link for it, okay? So look at our Santa, and that is him right back here. So Santa is a must. These are super, super cool. So we have, I want to show y'all this bow right here. I'm kind of obsessed with. I've done some castings with my clear resin because I didn't want to waste any clear resin that I had. Let's see, I probably can't find it now. Look how cool that is. And then if we put some clear varnish on top of it, we'll get that shiny look. And I don't have any clear varnish right now, but look how cool that is. It's kind of got the chandelier look with the bow. I absolutely love that. So this is a must. You can tell it's been well used and has not been washed yet, but that's a good sign, right, guys? And then I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Bibelets, is that how you say it? 2. So they had a set of them that came out last year that were 1, and this is 2. Oh no, I hate that, Susan. Can everybody else hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. So this is the second set. I have done, I'll show you real quick. So just to kind of show y'all, here was with some clear resin, and then here is with the white resin. So, oh, thank you, Martha. So just to kind of show y'all the difference of clear versus the white casting resin. So those are my favorites, guys. Give you the names. Well, I know I can't say it right. Bibelots, 2. I don't know how to say that. This one right here is Victoriana IOD. I know I'm horrible with names, y'all. Y'all should hear me on Friday nights when I announce winners for things. I cannot pronounce names. We have IOD Saint Nick and snow globes. What is this one? IOD snow globes, called snow globes. I know, right? Yeah, like I said, I had intended to get so much more done before we actually launched, but as y'all know, I've been down, so I didn't get to do all the things, but we're gonna have some fun creating in the next couple weeks for sure. Be below. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Be below 2? Be lots. Be below. Oh, y'all, don't get me on pronunciation. My favorite transfers were the Patridge Lane, and I think it is called Santa Hollow. Is that the other one? Santa Hollow and Clementine. So I had 3. Those are in those order. And I did this. I'm not gonna take that down because I'm not gonna knock it down. I did this with the transfer out of the Santa Hollow, and I love that. It's got some really cute Santas and stuff in there. Okay, guys, are you ready to get crafting? Are y'all ready to get going? I did not. I used resin. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I do not use clay as much as I used to unless I need to wrap it around a product because, for one, some of my followers don't like the look of clay and they find it kind of hard to pop things out and do all the things with it. And the fast casting resin sets up and it's always really, really, like detailed, no cracking, things like that. So I almost always use the casting resin, okay? So I don't use clay that much as I used to. And I know this is gonna be backwards for y'all guys, but it is the Florist charcuterie. I think I said that right. But we are gonna use this cutting board, and this is out of the Clementine, and we're going to do a cute project with that, and then we're going to do a stamp project and a snow globe. So I'm going to get started, guys. Gonna get started. Haven't been doing projects like this lately, so hopefully we can. Ordered 2 of the molds, Santa Face and snow globes. I love it. Is resin flexible? Okay, so if you take it out before it's fully set, it'll be a little bit warm, and you can absolutely use the flexibility of it, or you can heat it up with an iron, not an iron, a heat tool, as in this, and you can have a little bit of bendability, but once it is completely set, I don't recommend heating it back up. Awesome. I know it's been a fun day, Tammy. After me, Anna is the last one in the event for today, and she is at a creative home, and she'll be on after me closing out the day. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. You have seen me use my chippy look. Y'all know I have to have my chippy look because that's just me. That's my thing. But this is gonna cover the majority of my board. So I am just gonna put this underneath around the edges and up around the top, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest of it, okay? So this is gonna be kind of a quick way versus where I do my full board. We're just gonna focus on the edges at the moment. Awesome, Kay, I'm so glad to hear that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. I haven't been live on my page in over a month, guys. Can y'all believe that? It has been a month. I'm out of breath now. All right, so like I said, we're gonna concentrate on the edges. I'm not worried about having a line there or all that stuff. It's gonna dry. I'm not gonna be able to see through it. It's gonna be fine. I just really want the edges to have that look. Hey Gloria, how are you, my friend? And I'm gonna start slinging Valspar Antique and Glaze. I know you cannot get this anymore, but you can get glaze mixed with your color that's similar to it. All woods, it's gonna look a little bit different color, but hopefully you can get that. Thank you, Chris, I appreciate it. I've missed y'all too, and like I've told y'all, I am slowly working back into everything. It's easier for me to kind of do the reels and stuff because those are edited, so I can start on it if I need to walk away and come back. Oh no, Patty, I wonder why. But I can start on it, walk away, come back, all those things, versus on the lives for actually sitting for an hour doing everything. So we're slowly working back into it. Well, I can see your comments, Patty, so we will have our own little conversation going on. Oh, thank you, Lessa. All right, I kind of want the whole top of that in that color, so I'm just gonna do that. And I know y'all are like, what in the world is she doing right now? Y'all know it always works out. Trust the process. Trust the process. Hey, Carrie, you are not on replay. You are on the live, my friend. You are on the live. We are using all kinds of Degapush Central IOD products tonight. They're from IOD, available at Degapush Central. And if you're interested in any of them, do let me know in the comments. I'll send you the link, or you can do !DC and it'll take you to the home page. And then over in the left-hand corner, it has like a drop-down box, and you can pick IOD Christmas, I think is what it says, holiday, 2025 holiday. It is Valspar Antique and Glaze. It's brown. You can use any color of brown. Hey, Teresa, how are you, my friend? Any color of brown. So I've just kind of gone around the edges and on the outside. I'm going to give that a good dry. Okay, Brenda, it is not, but we may have used that for a template. I was afraid of it being, I think it may be Hobby Lobby that we use. I was afraid of it being too slick, so we went with this so I didn't have to sand it way, way down, if that makes sense. So guys, any questions? What were your favorites today? Tell me what your favorite was. I think I have an idea, but y'all tell me. And if y'all are interested in the Santa mold, comment Santa. If you're interested in snow globes, comment snow globes. If you're interested in the Victorian, comment that. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the B word again. Be below, I think is what it said. Any of the transfers, I will send y'all links, guys. So just let me know what y'all want to look at, what you're interested in, all the things. Y'all know I am a brand ambassador for Degapush Central. Have been for going on almost 3 years now. And I think this is my, gosh, 7th launch with IOD with them, maybe 6, 5, I don't remember. Still feels a little bit wet. And Jonelle does super quick shipping, y'all. Orders over $35 in the United States ship for free. So, close your ears, Jonelle, if you're listening. But if you want to get one of the stamps or one of the molds or you know, a transfer or something like that, and you want to do free shipping, add some rice papers or things on there that you've been looking at, guys, to get that free shipping over $35. Hey Luann, how are you, my friend? I am good. I'm hanging in there. I am hanging in there. Good days and bad days. Good days and bad days. Not gonna lie, I wish this would have been on Wednesday. I did have a wound appointment today, but it is all good. Oh, I know, those paint inlays are awesome. You are good. You are good, Kimberly. I am in both places. This is normally my time on Decoupage Central on Tuesday nights. So try to keep that a little bit consistent. Okay, I'm taking soft wax, guys, soft wax. And I am just going to put it around my edges. Now, this is wax going into wood. We've got our Valspar Antiquing Glaze down. Sometimes it all completely comes off, sometimes it doesn't, but I am just gonna go around those edges and we'll see what comes off. I like the Partridge transfer, Clementine transfer, and what did I say? Santa Hollow, is that right? I think that's right. I think I'm saying that right. Those are my favorites in that order. Santa's actually a second, and then Clementine is third. We're working on something with the Clementine collection tonight. It's hard. They had so many things that came out, Sandy. It's hard to remember the names of everything, in all honesty. So I should have written them down. But like I said, it's been a day. And I thought about it about 5 minutes before I went live. And I was like, if I go and I try to find everything, I am going to be late. So I've just put soft wax around those edges where I applied the brown. Hello, Christy. How are you, my friend? I know, I'm so excited, y'all. I haven't been live in like forever on my page, so I'm glad to be back over here. I'm gonna try to get back to Tuesday nights, but it's gonna kind of be a hit or miss because my wound appointments are on Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoons at 3:30, 3 to 3:30. So depending on what we do, depends on how I'm feeling. Yes, you got the mold with the holly and the pine cone and got a transfer. Oh, awesome. Yes. Doctor's appointment went well. We had one little pocket that we, I act like I did it. We had one little pocket that the doctor had to cut out and drain. And so that's a little sore tonight. Hopefully tomorrow that will be feeling better. And go from there. So I'm just using a Fusion Mineral white paint because I want a pretty much white background for this. This is a really pretty detailed transfer. I think it's going to pop really well on the white. Like I said, I wanted just to have a little bit of that brown. I am going over the entire piece. We're going to do it 2 coats of white, and then we'll use our little scraper and scrape it back. Y'all probably seen me do this technique a million times. I'm gonna leave the edges like this. So let's dry our first coat. Y'all, I keep calling this an iron. My dryer is having issues. I think it hasn't been used enough lately. It's forgetting what it's supposed to do. On the, which one? The now I can't even talk. Partridge Lane is 8 sheets of 8 by 12, and I can show the houses again if you want me to. They fit on the snow globes, on the very first page of them. And the snow globes are about 3 inches in diameter across. I got them all from Decoupage Central, so if you do exclamation DC, as in Decoupage Central, exclamation DC, it'll take you to the main page, and then on the left side, if you're on your phone, it'll give you like a scroll down box, and it's 2025 holiday collection. But if you want me to give you the exact link to the page, just comment that you need the link, and I'll send it to you. So now we're gonna do our second coat. I kind of hold my brush to the side so we don't see our brush strokes when we're doing this, y'all. Now, when you're on the areas with the wax, you need to be careful if you do it that way because you don't want to pull the wax to another part of your project. So I'm just gonna kind of do it like that. So it's a little bit thicker than y'all used to see me put the paint on. I know I don't have any in the middle, so I'm not concerned about that. And then I'm just gonna go back up here with a light around those edges and right back up here. All right, then we'll get that dry. And we'll scrape it back. I sure will, my friend. When I am done with this live, I am going to take some pain medication and lay down. So any questions, links, anything, guys, drop them down because I will be going back, reading through all the questions. I'll have plenty of time to answer, I promise. If it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow, but I will definitely get back with you. Okay. Sure will, my friend. Oh, I am so sorry, Patty. Hey, Sandra. How are you, my friend? Slowly getting back into it. Very slowly. And guys, I know I say this all the time like a broken record. These launches only happen 3 times a year with IOD and Degapush Central. So if you are going to shop the IOD collection on Degapush Central, if you could use my ambassador link, I really would appreciate it. Hey Tina, how are you? All right, so I've got a paint scraper. And remember, we put that brown on first. So now I'm just gonna scrape those edges. And it's not gonna be, remember how we had like a straight line? We've just got this really cool look now, y'all. Hey Raquel, I can see you. Sometimes I'm looking down, but I see you now. I can see you, girl. Because it's like a 30-second delay. 30 to 45-second delay. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. So sometimes y'all will respond or say something, and what you think I should see, I don't see it immediately, and then of course I'm looking down. So, all right, and we're gonna come up here and just chip. Oh, this handle's gonna look really cool. Y'all know I love this look. So you do not have to do what I am doing right now, but I like the way it looks. Okay, so we've just got the edges, because remember, we're putting something in the middle of this. I know Kim, and I know Brenda is not a fan of the chippy, but she knows how to do the white paint, so hopefully she doesn't mind me doing this. But I'm gonna dry it just a little bit more because we're putting a transfer on. And I say this anytime I do a transfer, no matter what brand it is, you want your surface oil-free and dry. Yes, how tall? I have that coming out tomorrow, Sandy. I will, after the live, I will measure it for you and put it down. But I know it fits in between there, and it's almost a perfect fit. So I will measure that for you for sure. I'm saying, I totally lost it. You want your surface dry, oil-free, because you want your transfer to stick. If you do not have an oil-free dry surface, and that's why we did it around the edges, it's not going to stick. It's going to come up. Really want to make sure it's dry. Key thing to doing transfers, guys. And you crack me up, Brenda. You need to come over and we need to play, and we're going to get it to look like that. I'm just giving it a final sanding, making sure that I've got all of that scraped off, and we're good. If it's not dry, you'll have some white on your board or on your sandpaper, and you know to go back through. This is actually from a project from yesterday that has just a little bit on there, but if we would have had blobs of white, it means it's not dry, and we need to make sure it's dry. Let me grab, hang on y'all. I'm trying, don't laugh, but I'm trying not to move my leg. Once I get it in the position it needs to be in, I try not to do a whole lot of moving with it. I love it, Brenda. We're gonna get it. Okay, so I'm just making sure I got all that sanding off, because we don't want anything that can possibly stick to this. If you are nervous about doing a transfer, a larger transfer, I'm gonna give you a tip too. So I had taken this out and it's loose. If, let's say that happens, you're gonna wanna put down some type of Mod Podge or some type of sealer before you do your project, because you could have the possibility of it not sticking if it's sticking up, because this is sticky, but if it's just exposed to the air over time, it's gonna become less and less unsticky. So you wanna make sure that you have them stored properly, guys. Just a little tip on that. I think we're gonna be okay because it hasn't been that way that long, but if you have them stored and you come in and you're like, not sure about that, definitely put down, and if you're nervous about doing transfers in general, guys, put down a sealer first. It's gonna help it. It'll help it stick. All right, so I'm gonna do it this way. And hope we're straight enough, right guys? All right, so y'all know I do transfers all the time. I love doing transfers. There's different ways you can do transfers. All of the transfer sets come with this tool, and you can go like this, rub it in with this little tool, and it'll release. If you watch my reel tomorrow, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, how it does it, but it just kind of releases and you can lift your paper. You'll hear it release. Okay, now this is a big transfer, so I want a little bit bigger tool. Okay, so we're having great adhesion, but I'm going to use my little bit wider tool so I can go a little bit faster. And we're just going to put this down. And you don't have to go fast. Don't have to go fast, guys. That's just me. But take your time. You're in no hurry. I am on a live, so I feel like I'm in a hurry sometimes. I tend, when I do things like this, if you watched me do a transfer before, I tend to kind of work around the sides and the bottom and meet in the middle or close to the side, just so I know that my designs have stuck on the bottom. So if I accidentally pick up my transfer paper, my carrier sheet, and I don't have it all the way, I don't have to reline it back up. Everything on the sides and the bottom looks good. So that's why I do it this way. And like I said, I know it's gonna be backwards, so I will definitely post a picture. I'm sure y'all are used to it being backwards by now though, because it's been that way for so long. I did learn how to flip it if I'm doing a reel. So I did learn how to do that. It's not on Facebook though, it's on an app. I always coat my transfers if they are going to be used in any form or fashion where they're near water or where they can get dust that they're going to have to kind of be brushed. I will use my dead flat varnish on the top of them. You can use any type of varnish. You can even use Mod Podge over the top. Whatever works for you. But if they're gonna be near water, I highly recommend, like if they're in the kitchen, on the counter, where they could get splashed or something, I highly recommend putting a top coat. Now, we're coming to all of the letters and words. So that's another reason I wanted my larger scraper tool, because it will make it go just a little bit faster. Have they had transfers long? IOD, yes, they have had transfers. Actually, the very first transfer I ever did was on a cabinet in a class here in Tyler, or in Flint, and it was at an antique store, and that's where I learned all the tricks and tips of transfers. And ever since then, I've done so many projects. I did a, oh goodness, what size was it? Like a 36 by something, y'all. I can't even remember. Super huge sign. We had it in our kitchen forever. really, really cool. I say kitchen, dining room area. So I've done them on all kinds of things over the years. All right, now I'm going to kind of go side to side. So this is why I did what I did, and then I'm going to meet over here. We're almost completely Y'all hear that, how it released? Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's when we know it's completely released. That little popping sound. And I think we're done. I know y'all can't read it, but oh my goodness. Is that not cute? How pretty is that? Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. Give me some hearts if y'all love the colors, all the things in that. I think that's so pretty. So like I said, I will post a picture of that once we're done. I'm just kind of lightly putting my hand over it just to make sure everything's down, which it is. But I'll let it sit for a little while before. Actually, this is from the Clementine. This is from Clementine. It is, how do I explain it? It's fallish, winterish. Does that make sense? So they have a little bit of everything for everybody that's, you know, kind of every day, for the winter, things like that. Does that make sense? That is so cute, y'all. Okay, I wanted to show y'all. We're going to do a snow globe real quick. So I went ahead and casted these before the live because I use clear resin. 99% of the time when you use clear resin, you are going to have to let it sit for some amount of time that's just not feasible for a live. You may have 12 hours, you may have 24 hours, depending on what you use. Clear resin is going to take longer to set up than our white casting resin, guys. So I went ahead and already did these. I am still kind of playing with different resins on the clear. So when I test all of them, I will come back here and let you know. I sure will, Diana. I will come back and let y'all know. But I've used art resin, which is not a deep pour resin, and I kind of got some bubbles. Can y'all see that? When I tried to get the bubbles out of it, it kind of pooled in one area. So I let these dry to kind of look like snowflakes when they're on things, since it's a snow globe. I've got another white resin I want to try. I do have a deep pour clear resin that I want to try. They're all different price ranges. The art resin is more expensive, and I honestly don't recommend it for this project because that's what I used. And I got the bubbles. So I'm going to try a deep pour clear resin and a different type of white clear resin, or not white, but clear resin. And I'll come back and report to y'all which one worked better. Okay. So hold me to that because I do have them. I just need to pour them. There's 2 in each mold, so you got to wait to pour them. So how wide is the cutting board? I will tell you, my friend, because it really turned out pretty. It really did. It is 8 inches exactly, and not counting the top part is at 11 5/8. So up to this area. Okay, so on your snow globes, obviously we can use transfers like I showed y'all earlier. I'll just bring these back over here, y'all. So you can use transfers. I know that light's gonna shine in there. What do I have? I don't have anything black. You can see my hand on there. But anyway, you can use the transfers, and those are like from the Partridge ones that I showed you. So that's one reason I love those particular transfers. You can use any type of transfer, but also, guys, we can use rice paper. So these deer rice paper right here, look at that, without that ring light. We're gonna do one of these, okay? Super cool, looks cool. There is a Santa, different size Santas rice paper that Jonelle has, and we can put, I know that ring light's killing y'all. We can put some of these Santas inside of our snow globes. There's also, I don't know if these are still available, but they're a little bit smaller. They come in these, and you can put them like kind of how the transfers were, or you can put them on the back and then kind of paint it to match. So many different options that you can do with these snow globes. So we're gonna actually use some rice paper. I was making sure I had some decoupage glue, and I did, thank goodness. Hopefully it opens. Phew. Okay, so we are gonna take, where am I at on time? I got 20 minutes, I should be good. Let's do, what color do we want to do the bottom? We're gonna do the deer, okay? We're gonna do one of the deer. What color do we want the bottom of our snow globe to be? Yes, it is resin. You can use clay, it just won't be see-through. You can use the white resin, it just won't be see-through, which is fine if you're putting an image right on the top of it. So not a problem, y'all. So what color do we want to do this part? Do we want to do it white? I kind of think we do. Y'all, where did I throw my plate earlier? Did I like throw it way across the table? How did I even do that? Hang on. I don't even know. I don't even know how that happened. There, that's not even the plate I used. I don't know what I did with the plate I used, but that's an old plate, so we'll use it. That's bizarre. Here it is. Y'all know I always lose something on a live. Something on a live. I always lose it. All right. Somebody said silver. I don't know. I don't have any silver. All I have is gold. But we can always add silver later, or the blue later. So let's come on here, and we are going to paint right over that clear resin. For this one, I'm just going to go around those edges. I don't have anything taped off, but I think we're going to be fine. If, with the clear resin, y'all, if you do get a little paint, you can get it before it dries, like I did just with my fingernail, or you can take some alcohol and it will come right off for you. You know, I said, yeah, I don't know where my silver is. I know I have to have a silver rubbing buff. I have to have it somewhere. Okay, so see, very easy to paint that outside. I don't have a metallic blue. We may use this one that has some of the reds and stuff in it, because then it'll really pop. And guys, remember, if you want the link to this, just let me know. I will send it directly to you. You can absolutely use a different brush. This is what I have on hand. Might be making some people cringe right now. I used art resin for this. I wouldn't recommend it. I kind of had some issues with it trying to set it up to where it didn't have bubbles, because it's not really meant, art resin really isn't meant for a deep pour, if that makes sense. So there's actually like deep pour clear resins and things like that. Let me get this bottom, y'all. I always forget about the bottom. But I'm going to test some out for y'all too. So I will come back and report probably by the end of the week, because I'll probably pour some, it won't be tonight, probably pour some tomorrow, and then pour some Friday and Saturday, just to see what I get the best results with. Because if I'm using something, like I use my clear resin when I work with glass and things like that, but this is different. It's a little bit different medium with it. So let's do, which one do I want to do, y'all? I kind of want to do this one and add a little color. Add a little color in there. My question on this is going to be, where are my scissors now? That's my next question. I'm going to freak some people out. I'm going to have to use my pinking shears because I know where those are. We're going to be fine. I actually kind of like the detail with rice paper with my pinking shears too, y'all. It's a true story. Because it kind of gives that cool little edge there. Somebody asked me the other day, no, you are good. You are good, Jennifer. They were like, why do you use those? And I'm like, well, because I don't know where my scissors are right now. And then second of all, they kind of make a cool design. So I'm going to cut it down just a titch. Just a titch. And then it's going to fit perfectly. I'm not going to have to do any sanding or anything like that. So cute. All right, so we're going to put it on the back side. Remember, if we have a clear varnish, when we do over the top, it's going to give it a glossy, just like with our cloches that we did last year and earlier this year. Make sure this is my glue, decoupage varnish and glue. So I'm just going to put this on the back. And it's going to dry clear. Y'all, how cute is that? Give me some hearts if y'all like that. Look how cute that is. And then, yeah, I was like, do I want to bring out the, let's bring out a little bit of rub and buff, just a little bit. Just a little, I don't even know if I have my, am I gonna use my fingers tonight, y'all? But let's do, I know that kind of worried y'all when I put that resin, or not the resin, but the glue on there. But like I said, it's perfect once you get that paper down. Then once you have that and it's dry, you can go back, you can do a top coat. You can also, if you don't like the way the back of it looks, guys, you can make a cutout of it and put like a piece of cardboard or something on the back, just so it doesn't show. You can do however you want to cover that back. And like with the rice paper, with that clear, it's a lot more forgiving if you have any bubbles, just saying. So let's just use just a little bit over. I kind of do it like my other one I did. And just do a little bit, nothing dramatic. That way they can all match my decor. A little bit of rub and buff goes a long way, y'all, especially on a project like this. Okay, so just added just a little bit of that gold on some of that detail. So, where to put the other ones? Here's a transfer where we can see through it, and then here is some rice paper. Y'all, those are so cute. Give me some hearts if y'all agree that these snow globes are just precious. I love these snow globes. And then here's the other design that's more round. I just put some rub and buff around those edges. You know what? I do have a backer. I'll use this book. There we go. So fun. So if you want a link to the snow globes, just comment snow globes and I will send those to y'all. Okay. Last project. I'm gonna let that dry before I put anything on the back of it. I like to make sure when I do projects like this that everything is dry from this side to the back side. That's just something, that's just me. Don't have to do it that way, but that is what I do. Y'all have seen me use these books 1,000 times over. I'm hiding the little tag. Okay. what I want to do now, because I have a million ideas with all of the things, y'all. I am gonna grab our Santa stamps. Santa stamps, and I want to put him in the middle. Just what I want to do. Or do I want to put this one? I want just a cute Christmas book. Does that make sense? So I can maybe put a little decorative ribbon up here with something. But I just want a cute little Christmas book to sit out. And then, of course, I will go in and write all in it because I'm that person. So what we're going to do, you can tell I've already used it. But when you get your stamps, the very first thing you want to do is take a high grit sandpaper and lightly season your stamps. So I haven't done this one. You're just going to kind of lightly go over it. And all this is going to do is going to season it to help your ink stay. Okay. So when you go to put your ink pad in there, I almost forgot. I'm using IOD ink. I like this ink pad because you can see it's kind of raised. And I have IOD ink. I always show people how to do this when I work with stamps, just because I should have probably done it at the beginning, but I just like to show y'all the whole process. So we're just going to add some more ink in here. We're not going to add a ton of ink, okay? And I know it needs ink because I used it the other day. So I'm just going to kind of lightly press on it and just cover my stamp pad. I am not pouring my ink on there. This ink from IOD will probably last you years, honestly. There's a lot in there. You don't need a lot on your ink pad. Okay, so I set that to the side. These can be great to use with your stamps. Also, there's little acrylic blocks. I don't have them with me, but you can use an acrylic block, put your stamp on it to give you a little extra support when you do it. I have already used this one. We're going to use him again, y'all. I've already seasoned him. You know what? Let's do this one. I haven't done this one yet. Let's do this one. Okay, so when you take them off the first time, they're a little bit harder to get off. And then remember what I said, you want to season it with a high grit sandpaper, not a low grit. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to put it on this backer, or whatever you want to call it. It's the plastic that comes with your stamps. Okay. I'm going to put it down. This is the side that stamps. It's going to be facing towards us. I'm going to get that secure. Then I'm going to take my ink. If you want to test it first to see if it's like really a lot of ink on there or not, you can kind of put it down on your surface. I'm not going to do that because I am notorious for getting ink all over me. This is a waterproof ink. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I dab it onto my stamp. Okay, I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm just going to get it on my stamp. Okay, so we don't have a lot of excess ink. By doing it like this, you can see where the ink is. Sometimes I do go over it a couple times because I'm just that person. Just that person. I want to make sure it's good and covered. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see it. We can kind of see the ink on there now. Can you see the face? You can see it better now with my hand back there. And you can tell there's ink on there because we can see the design. Can y'all see that? Okay. So now I'm going to take my book. I'm going to kind of decide. I've got some little ornaments that I might hang at the top. So I'm going to bring this down. Make sure I get it out of the way of the girls here. Okay. And I'm going to set it down and I'm not going to move it. Now you can take a brayer if you want, but I am just I tap mine. Sometimes I use a brayer, and then I'm gonna lift this straight up, y'all. Straight up. There was no hesitation in lifting that. And then we have our Santa design, okay? So there was no hesitation. I just lifted it straight up, because if you wobble it and do all those things, it's gonna move on you. So I wanna do, I wish I had my acrylic block because these are small. I'm gonna do a couple ornaments at the top that come with this, because we still got time. We still got time, y'all. Okay, so we'll move. We're gonna let this dry. And we're gonna put this, see, I'm gonna do one at a time. And I need to season these too. Just a little bit. Guys, always test things out. So if you're not sure or comfortable with using stamps, they are stamps. Grab some of this craft paper and put it down. Yes, I do, with a high grit sandpaper. Only the first time. After the first time, there is no need. I'm gonna actually bring it down here so it's in the way. There is no need to do it a second time. And this one I'm not gonna have to do much with, because it's just a bulb, just an ornament. And the acrylic blocks work great for the smaller projects, y'all. 100%, because see, I'm getting it all on this plastic and it's all on my hand, so. I may have done that one upside down. I did that one upside down, but y'all get the drift. So what? I'll fix it. I'll fix it after live. I'll make sure it looks like it's the right way. Can't believe I did it upside down. It happens. I'll just color it in, make sure it looks like it's supposed to be that way. Okay. We're not gonna look at that upside down. We'll do that. Okay? Super easy, y'all. So all I'll do is, like I said, I'm just gonna make it look like it's supposed to be that way, and I will go in and just color that, or I may sand it off because it's the cardboard, but I'll figure out how to fix it. But yes, somebody asked me if I seal it. I will let it dry and I will use a spray sealer, especially if I'm not doing cardstock or something like that. I want it to make sure that it is, like I said, it's waterproof, but I still spray seal it. I don't use any water-based sealers because it will make it smear. But I'm gonna fix that. I just gotta, oh, you know what I can do on that, y'all? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some Totally Dazzled, and I'm just gonna come through here and put some Totally Dazzled and make that look like it's the top, and we're gonna be perfect. Be perfect. Yes, I'm gonna recap everything. We got 2 minutes left, so let's recap what we did and my mess that I have made. So we stamped on a book, just really quick to kind of give you some basic how to stamp. I know it looks backwards up there, but it's not. We did snow globe with some rice paper. Love how those deers fit almost perfectly. And then we did a transfer on our cutting board, guys. So pretty. So pretty. So any questions about any of the transfers, sizes, all those things, drop them down below. Let me know. If you need a link to anything, drop down in the comments. You can go to DC, exclamation DC. It'll take you to the Decoupage Central page through my ambassador link. I always tell everybody else not to finish up early, so y'all get to talk to me for a minute and a half or a minute. But so fun tonight, guys. Would have been perfect, flawless projects coming back for not doing a live for a while, but I did it upside down. You know what? You are so smart, Sandy. You are so smart. Cover it up with a transfer. Don't even worry about. You are so smart. Cover that spot with a transfer. Y'all, look, we have these right here. Those would be cute. Cover it up. I've got lots of ideas now of which one I could put there. That would be cute hanging off of it. Put the bow up at the top and hang that at the bottom. Okay, so I got ideas now, so we will definitely be putting a transfer on there to fix that, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Again, I appreciate everybody that's used my ambassador code. I really, really appreciate it because I haven't been on very much. If you need a link, comment link, and I will send it to y'all. And I will see y'all hopefully soon on this page. Bye, guys. Love y'all.